what I'd like you to do is always think about how, as you're grabbing the middle of the staff, your thumb is, you can stick your thumb up for a second. This is where you're going to lead, okay? You're going to imagine that this is a crayon or that this is a comet and it's on fire and it's drawing everything that you create into the sky, because you're essentially trying to draw two circles in the air, okay? So here's how we're going to start it off. We're going to pull it up to 12 o'clock. So you know your clocks, here's 12 o'clock. As soon as it hits 12 o'clock, you're going to bring it down behind your back. Okay, now this may feel a little bit awkward because your wrist is sticking up, but this is the hardest part. You bring it up to 12 o'clock, all the way down to 6 o'clock behind your back. Once it hits 6 o'clock, you're going to let it rotate a half circle over. If this is hard, turn your body to face it a little bit. So if I'm at 12 o'clock and I'm like here and I'm like, oh, I can't do this, you know, you totally can. Just turn a little bit to face it. Just remember that it's going behind this foot when it's going behind your body. And when I say in front of your body, it's going in front of your legs. So right now it's behind both your legs. And as soon as you pull it back up to 12 o'clock, we're going to push it down to 6 o'clock to the front. And again, front is in front of the legs. And then we pull it over to 12 o'clock, and we shift it over to 6 o'clock on the other side. So every time you hit 12 o'clock, you shift it over to 6 o'clock on the other side. Do it very slowly to start. The nice thing about the staff is you can do it slowly. Other props like nunchucks, for instance, you kind of have to keep it in motion to really get the feel for it. But a staff, there's nothing chained, so you can just keep it going. So 12 o'clock, cross your body down to 6 o'clock on the other end, pull it up to 12 o'clock, cross it over on your body to 6 o'clock. So every time you're at 12, you cross it over. And of course, do it on the other side with your other hand too. You're at 12 o'clock, bring it to the front to 6. 12 o'clock, bring it to the back at 6. And eventually, you'll be able to do a faster spin with it. Now, there are some things you can do. One is you don't always have to have the full heavy grip when you're doing this move. You can actually open up your hand and kind of pinch it between your pointer and your thumb, like so. Especially if you need like a really good turnout. And the reason why we would do that here is simply because if I did it straight in front of me, I could keep the full grip the whole time. So if I spun this direction, but in the performance style, it's often good to be able to stand straight forward when we're doing motions like this. And this sometimes makes it very awkward for our hands to be able to be fully closed. So you may want to get used to opening up 3 of your fingers, but having a really tight grip between your thumb and your pointer finger. It's a nice good pinch grip. And if you're doing it that way, make sure that you don't go faster as you open up your fingers, because you have less stability with this grip. So anytime you have a chance of letting go or dropping, or if you accidentally hit yourself, when your fingers are open, you have a lot easier chance of dropping. So just keep that in mind. Anytime you do want to straighten it out a little bit and you open up your fingers, you're going to have a little bit of a harder time if you do like make a mistake. Like this. Right now, I can do it without opening my fingers, but as I stand straight forward, it could be a little bit more difficult. Like I said, there's all different kinds of ways to flow. The figure 8 is one of the big ones for staff, and there's a lot of variations that can come with it afterwards, but good luck with that.